Brandon Aubrey has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And we're off on EA Sports. He fields it from the 8. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who twice took the University of Texas to that college football semifinal. It's Quinn Ewers.
Okay, you watch Quinn Ewers throw a football, and I got to do it a bunch collegiately. You see why he was the #1 player in the country coming out of high school. Had to overcome some injuries over his time collegiately. He's got to maximize this opportunity and show off his greatest strength, and that is his ability to fire. Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Here he is on 2nd and inches. And they get to him again. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Collects this at the 32. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their 5th-year quarterback.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skips down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Here we go. Let's go.
1st down.
They'll go again here with Tootin. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Pat the street. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Ewers. That's caught. Devon Achane. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Brought down by Jahan Campbell. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Ewers. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Third and long for him here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. The Eagles are in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ball taken in at the 36. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Cowboys, and they're wide out, headed to the field for a new series. And in the closing stretch of this season, right now he is poised to finish as the league leader in receiving yards. He's got it inside the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of one. That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Going from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pull that in front further. 13-zip. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The XP is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
14. Eagles nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet. Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ewers finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Ewers will sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Loss of 6 yards. It's now 3rd and 12.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And with just 2 games to play, he's sitting atop the league in touchdown receptions this season.
Ready? Mike 18. Ready?
Tootin on 1st and 10. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Trying to work quickly now. They'll work against the blitz. Escapes after trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down.
Back now, pressure coming. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Eagles nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. Working quickly here.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Play action, Ewers. On him again, and he goes down again. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Offense working quickly.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Look at that power, deep left side. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
First down team at their own 44-yard line.
Throwing here, Ewers. Brought in, Ty Felton. And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43.
Yards on the play.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout.
First down.
Motion man sent left.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Ewers. Right side, this is into the hands of Felton. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Yours now to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. No throw, 3rd and long. Coverage holds up, but he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending this Cowboys offense back to the field. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he works his way for a gain of 4. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And this is the Giants quarterback. He delivers a big play here, 40 yards on the touchdown pass. The Giants get the victory here in a battle of 2 teams with Super Bowl.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. He's got a touchdown in this game, as we see now where that helps land him among the NFL's leaders in that category. That one's cut along the left sideline. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
He loses the football. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. 30. And what an effort after everything seemingly went off the rails, Brock. He never gave up on the play, and he turns it into an excellent result. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Bates' kick is up and good. And here in our third quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would love the touchdown more.
Dallas getting everybody sent. They've got 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd down give to Tootin. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. Hand off to Tootin. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll throw. It is caught left side. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the 1st. That brings up 3rd down. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. We've set it downs from the 37. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Dropping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, looking for options. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
On 3rd down, here's Tootin. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up now.
Right there, hurt.
This might be a free play for him. Pass is cut at the 9. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's Cowboys football, and they should be able to coast through the 4th with that kind of lead. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Come on. 19, Tiger, 9.
They'll try and punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys continue piling it on here in the 4th. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
Eagles 3. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here.
Ready? Go! 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
To throw, Ewers. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
He's in trouble and gets brought down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Brock, I know you're a big fan of referencing baseball. Well, I believe that was 3 sacks, and they're out. Or in this case, get off the field following that safety.
No, that's a good call right there. You want baseball, Kate? I'll give you baseball. You know what that was? That was the equivalent of an immaculate inning in baseball. 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts, you're out. Back-to-back-to-back sacks. That's immaculate. And I don't think we'll see it again in this game.
Ready, go.
First down, play action. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Short pass brought in. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
First and goal. Here's Tootin. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys continue adding on to that lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And they've really been smothered by that defense all game. Not just on the scoreboard, partner. Any yards at all. They've just been tough to come by.
Yeah, just hard yards. Just hard. Just no rhythm really throughout this one. Let's give some credit to that defense who has just had their number from beginning to end.
He's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Brings up second and 17 at the 15-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. Hits him on the in route. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Let's see what he can do on the return. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Running here with Tootin. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Go.
A loss of 2. Brings up second.
Takes the second down snap. All in left side. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Complete to number 86.
Check, contact, check, contact. Go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. Cut out left. He's hauled out of bounds as as he takes this down to the 30. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner, and the call to go for it pays off. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it again here. Brought in right side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Pass the street. Pass the check. Contact. Here we go. Check. Step.
Working inside the red zone. Looking right, and he finds him. And tell me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys tack on 7 more to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Sending him on the dive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles trying to do some window dressing. 1st down run gets them 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Pass play now. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the... defense, but the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
The 39-yard line.
Set. 70 Timberwolf.
Here's Achane from the pistol. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down is going to end up in a loss of yards. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And even with 3 timeouts left on the other sideline, they have this one wrapped up. We'll see if they even use those timeouts. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here we go.
On the ground, Tootin. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
3rd and 8.
Tootin with it. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle. It's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road.